Change from that in the United States.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock, we'll call the meeting later. Note that everyone is here with the exception of the mayor. Who's excused today. Item number 3, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible. With that, we'll move on to item number 4. Meeting is in compliance with the open meetings law. Item number 5, motion to approve or make changes to the order. Motion. I'll move. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Motion. Item number 6, motion to adopt the meeting minutes. Everyone have a chance to go through the meeting minutes? Any addition? Those meeting minutes? Good. All those in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Item 7, consideration of bills, claims, and conference attendance. Item 8, general bills and credit card. Move to approve. There's a second. Okay. Joel? All those in favor? Aye.
Roll call. Sorry, Chair.
House.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Blaha.
Yes.
Trump.
Yes.
Conley.
Yes.
Mills.
Aye.
Oshel.
Motion. Financial reports. Have a chance to check those.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Conference attendance. Motion to approve, Matt Murphy, Legal Wisconsin Municipality Executives Meeting, August 19th or 21st, 2026. Motion approved.
Second.
Now, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion. Item B, claims. I don't have any claims today.
Things at this time.
Okay. Any public comment, 3-minute time limit per person. If there are any here to address the council. Okay, with that, we'll move on, close public comment, and move on to item 9, boards, commissions, committee reports, and staff. Motion to accept the place on file. Staff reports, so we'll have a chance to move it over. Okay.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Item B, committee, board, and commission reports. Everyone have a chat.
Motion we approve committee board. Second.
Who seconded?
I did.
Ned. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Mayor's report, I have nothing under mayor's report. Business, nothing under business. New business, A, resolution 2020-27. Authorizing amendment 2 to Harbor Assistance Program Grant. Amendment number 495-22-06.
Sure, because Nathan's here, I'm gonna have Nathan have a couple. Go ahead, Nathan.
So as you know, the Harbor Assistance Program, that was a grant that we had received, put the ballards back in our commercial court by Harbor. I went over in the deal budget on this grant. We have requested and granted assistance with tracking down the right people since it's been kind of changing really rapidly there. To purchase more bumpers, we have the bumpers that we put on existing viaducts, they're holding up very well, but they are semi-expensive since they said this. Bumpers, it's still $500 actually was funded through grant get there. But, pretty much reopen the grant as what's in front. So, long story short, there if I buy two sections of those, it'd be 23.7 or 20% share would be 475.76. So I keep waiting for bumper.
Okay, any questions regarding the,
What's the expected life expectancy for those bumpers?
Those bumpers, they don't really have them rated. I have a 10-year lifespan on vehicles. And obviously the harbor level and ice, you know, if we get might end up on the harbor. The other reason I got my very formal way to get back up, so we don't have to worry about our islands get beaten up, and it should stay for one as well.
Yeah, so we could do like 20 years hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, any other questions regarding resolution 2026-27? Now I'll entertain a motion to approve that. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Roll call. Yeah, that's
Oh,
yes.
roll call.
Next one as well.
Optional,
Aye.
Mills.
Aye.
Kraus.
Yes.
Schneider. House.
Motion carried. Item B, resolution 2026-2071, acknowledging review of the 2025 compliance meeting report, authorizing subtitle.
This came up through Public Works for the wastewater treatment plant. Like John had said, this is just a resolution that it has been adopted and passed through the council. Indiana. Anybody taking a chance and go out. We scored very well on it. If anybody looks, I think if you get to the last page and you cut through all the meat and potatoes of it, you can see that we were scored a 4.0 at our plant. So our plant is in good condition. It's easy for me to say if you look at CMAR, it's a good condition. But then the next thing on the agenda we're going to talk about, that's a testing. We'll talk about that when we get there on the agenda. So, but CMAR, that's our operation of our facility.
Duck was here. He also recommended that the council walk the plant sometime. They'd like us to take a walk through because the plant was built there when I was there back in 2011. So there's probably going to be needing some repairs that are going to have to be done there. The fish cleaning station we'll need to be talking about that too as well. Anyway, a motion to approve that.
Motion to approve resolution 2026-2071.
Second. Right.
House.
Yes. Yes.
Blaha.
Yep.
Kraus. Conley.
Aye.
Mills.
Aye.
Optional.
Motion carried. Notice of non-compliance from the DNR.
This is just to let everybody here know, I'm not looking for any action, but we did receive notice of compliance or NON from the DNR. This is for some testing results. If anybody, I think, towards the last page of the packet, but I was notified by our DNR rep that we did receive a notice of non-compliance in October. We are not meeting our limits. We're actually over our limits. Okay, that is something under our new permit. Our that's like our state goal from where they should be. That's something that we're trying to get them under our new permit that will be coming here shortly. Yeah.
phosphorus limits are ridiculous. In my opinion, ridiculously low. And that's a lot of that has to do with who base water inlet is in the lake. These are pretty much install that. So that's, hey, guess what? You're more than everybody else. So what's gonna have to happen is like put together a plan, which I know Viola is working on, just to say, hey, this is what we're gonna change. You're trying to change, you don't have to reach these limits. If we're still unsuccessful after that, we'll review our limits. So obviously we're gonna try to make changes in the plan, try to hit our limits. If that doesn't happen, that's where, you know, let's go through their steps and then they'll look at our limits. So that was on our phosphorus, running for higher side. Also.
If you notice in there, there's also, it said a fine of $10,000 piece. But, you know, let's not panic on that because they, you know, that's just, they want something, as long as we're making an effort to correct the situation, you know, we should.
So how long are they gonna give you to comply with this, to get the phosphorus?
They're gonna give us another quarter now. So,
3 months?
yes, so we're working. To what John had said, they're not gonna start finding us. We have to show compliance, with all that. We're doing everything to help work with them, okay? One of the things that Nathan mentioned earlier, right now, we're taking everything we take, all of our fish from people. If anybody has seen this last weekend in itself, how many boats have been down in our marina, that grinds that goes in 6-inch pipe gets right over to our treatment plant. Not only do we have problems with grinders, there's 3 of them in the city. We have 2 of them on the public side, 1 on the private side, and then 1 over at Salmon Harbor Marina. We take all of that into our treatment facility. We treat those BODs and the total suspended solids from all of that, and the phosphorus loading is through the roof. And just when we change our plan to get it dialed in where we're thinking that everything's good, then fishing slows down, and now you got to address everything back the other way. And we go through that, we fight back. So not only are fish grinders an issue in the city, second and third order effect of fish grinders is the havoc that it's raising itself.
I think we're gonna have Salmon Harbor. This is that what happened, partially what's happening is now that we have the huge grinders there. Now it grinds it up so fine, it goes right through the bar screen. It goes right through. You got 6 of one, half the other. First you were collecting a portion. Now we're grinding them up so small, it goes right through the bar screen. So we're definitely gonna have to be looking at.
Didn't we, got the name of that company, I don't know. Graham, didn't they do the collection?
We do, the city of Kewaunee does not have a contract. That's one thing we're going to start into is to see if we can contract with them. But in order to do that, okay, the contract's easy. All right. The hard part is putting up the facility because they don't just come every 20 minutes and pick up your waste, right? They will store that waste, obviously in a cooler. Because when it gets to days like today, that would not be a very good amount.
Is that what you're doing up in Oklahoma with
That
the
is, we
refrigerating them, and then they come out?
Yep. So it goes, fish get clean, they go on a conveyor belt, they go up into a cooler, they drop it out, and then draft comes up. We have totes, you know, our staff, those totes. But that is the only fish cleaning facility we have in the city of Oklahoma. At one time, they had 4 of them in the city. Everything is done at one facility.
Compliance too. With that, we'll move on to item D, Beardsley Kilbourne Street repaving and storm.
Yes, so this was discussed at Public Works as well, and I just wanted to, you know, bring this up and move this forward. What this is to Cedar the go ahead. Holy Rosary has committed to talk about it a little bit. They are going to pave their whole portion of the Holy Rosary Church parking lot, the school parking lot. Okay. With that being said, our Beardsley Street and Kilbourne Street got some stormwater issues and obviously failing pavement. This would be to give Cedar Brook to go ahead to finish putting this plan together and get ready to put this out to bid right after the first of the year. So we wouldn't be saying we're doing it, but we would be putting it out to bid to get those numbers back so we can make a decision for early spring of 2027 to perform. Anybody have any questions on that? Joe?
Are we gonna push the parking lot out of our driving?
I think these lines actually that you're looking at in the picture carry through further than what they actually are. Because if you go in there, I don't think you see those lines. You see in this picture here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure. I mean, I'm thinking, I don't wanna be picky about their parking, but they have parking on our street and we're liable.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need those stalls on that.
There's like a tap was all on that corner.
But I picture them put the way into the right. The right way is actually right in front of the school entrance. Straight over.
Yeah.
But I would think that would be something that would have to.
Yeah, I just didn't want us to be liable for it. Your catch basins underneath there, parking lot, and then routing it to our storm sewer.
That is correct.
Okay. There are, I would say, at least 2, maybe 3 decades behind the time like the stormwater management plan here in the city. But it goes into us and until we do that. Down.
Yes.
Good. Any other questions? We need a motion to move that forward.
Yes, please.
And I'll again push forward the Beardsley, Kilbourne Street repaving.
I'll be.
Any other question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item E, Dodge Street, Baumeister Drive, sewer and water.
So our Dodge Street project, this came up about a month ago, I guess. To tie in 2 houses to the directly south of Dodge Street, across the Baumeister Drive. Our water does not, or sewer does not, pass up Baumeister Drive. It turns and goes east. But the 2 houses, water came across the street from Dodge Street, and there was a curb stop. And then just a lateral way off the main comes up and services the other house to the west that you can see at parcel number 22-03. What we're proposing, we went out there with our engineers, Brandon, Kyle Johnson, and the guys from Feeker, is to put a T in and make that water and sewer, or push that water and sewer to go up, all the way up, just a little bit west, add a fire hydrant, and able to have that water there available. If we would ever develop anything further west, we would be able to. We did First Street in 2016. We turned a corner and came east a little bit with water and sewer, but we never came to Baumeister Drive for any development. I think everybody here knows there was some conversation, and now it's all put on hold of a possible building county jail there. Now that's all on hold, but we would be moving in the right direction to make that loop and push that through. Okay. In the meantime, it allows us to tie both of these houses onto us. So we would come off of the court and then come with a curb stop at both of those houses. And then anything from there would be on the homeowner, just like the rest of the project. Same thing with sanitaries.
We're getting rid of it. Parcel sewer and one part of that. It was allowed back in the day because both houses were owned by the same family. Decision. Here I see a fresh opportunity to clean up another future headache if the houses ever get split, so, right? Either which way, we're gonna have to rip up asphalt, get across, and put in two separate laterals, to make it. Rip up. Botox. I think it's to be more benefit. Yeah, we're setting ourselves up to be proactive instead of reactive on this one. Let's get these utilities paid from this project is stop. Sure, when we design the project and the county wants to put it up, jail up for years, 5 years. They're gonna be bringing that, we just lay down, make that connect, utilities were here. We're getting that out, way. Obviously you can see the water will be right away in the grass, the sewer will be. That's for typical.
So we're basically stuck, for development. Development goes there, stuck out right there.
And we're cleaning up the issue that we have on our side.
And it. So we talked to the DNR that's providing fiscal forgiveness on our side of things, to the sewer and water. So with those funding programs, the DNR 5% contingency, or the utilized through that funding, they had said that they would actually add all of the costs to the contingency, so it's not taking away from the existing 5% contingency. So we'll do the budget amendment and call that in to get 20% principal forgiveness or grant money on one portion of principal forgiveness on 20% roadway cost, and actually get 2% on our engineering fees for designing that. So if I can about $35,000 something around the give or take, probably cost be covered grant money, and then the rest will be under long-term loan. From a financial fiscal standpoint, you guys have never that cheaper than what it is now. There's a contractor there, and you have the funding that we were able to negotiate with the
Yeah, now's the time to stuff, extend it, stuff it on this.
Was for helping stay in compliance with that.
That's correct.
And that's the, to me, that's the important thing is.
It is.
solves an immediate need and sets you guys up good for the future. That yeah.
So I'd be looking for a roll call vote to add this to the.
We approve.
Second.
Paul, Cockle.
Aye.
Wills.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Okay, item 13, agenda items for next week's meeting. Anybody have anything? Come on, Keith. Let's try. Okay. Agenda item.
I'll spend if you don't mind on this section.
Go ahead.
Talk about it was open today. We got it open just after lunch. If you guys would like to take a walk through it, I thought it turned out very nice. A lot of areas have been. Since we have 5 minutes, we have 2 families on tour. There's
How much?
$71, 2.5 hours.
70?
Yeah, I still don't know a little bit on the red this year, but we're trying to make it up. Yeah, no, I thought it turned pretty well. You guys can take a look at it. Let me know if you have any concern.
Okay, item 14, next meeting date, Monday, August 10th, 2026 at 6 p.m. Oh. Motion to adjourn.
Also move.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thanks for calling, everyone. We need time.
Okay.
No.
The gradation break.
Yeah.
Really good. Hold on. So, agency that we built in.
Thursday before the meeting. Before the meeting.
All right,
Then make it like what?
maybe you could, just send,
Yeah, I'll be back.
We need three. You, who else is on? Do you think you're on that?
I'm the public record.
Works, public works. He's talking public works.
I didn't know.
Well, maybe, somebody
30th.
Ours,